When you speak of big tracks and big races, you speak about Indianapolis. Nowhere is punishment greater and rewards higher than at this giant Indiana racetrack that stands silent and unused for an entire year until the month of May. Then the specials come to town. Machines designed for one race a year, the Indianapolis 500. Each of the 33 starters are powered by similar four-cylinder engines mounted in light, rugged, tubular frames. There, the similarity ends. The cars are almost custom-tailored for each driver, and each mechanic has his own secrets of performance. Driver and mechanic together must work out the combination of man and machine that can win. Technicians, engineers, mechanics from all parts of the country gather here to test products with a single aim: still better performance. Although months go into the building of racing specials and practice at the speedway begins 4 weeks before the 500-mile race, the mechanics still lack time. They work around the clock to build, change, modify, improve, rebuild. They are never done. Only time puts a stop to the search for performance. Time and the day of the race. May 30th, race day. The cars and drivers are ready as the biggest crowd Indianapolis has ever seen fills the giant arena to hear the time-honored words, "Gentlemen, start your engines," spoken by Speedway President Tony Holman. The fastest 33 cars ever to race anywhere, anytime, roll away from the starting line. Their average speed is 144 miles an hour. Top speed is estimated to be 180 miles an hour. 3 record breakers pace the field. Eddie Sachs at the pole position, Jim Rathmann next to him, and further back, rookie Jim Hurtubise, who electrified the crowd in qualification by running 149 miles an hour on a track with turns originally designed for 75-mile-an-hour speeds. Off the 4th turn, back to the starting line on the front stretch, ready to run, and the race is on. Into the 2nd turn, chain lightning. Ward shows the way up the backstretch with Eddie Sachs passing Jim Rathmann and taking 2nd place. It's Rodger Ward out in front as they head for the home stretch. Troy Rathmann challenges. Rathmann blasts his way through, almost 2nd. He settles for 3rd position. 4 cars moving away at 141 miles an hour, a new record. After position 4, the field is strung out the length of the straightaway, hoping that endurance, not outright speed, will win the race. So evenly matched are these cars that an advance of a single car length in the straightaway is a dazzling victory. To fall back and be passed, a bitter defeat. The records begin to topple. Ward leads Sachs by a split second after 10 laps. At 20, Rathmann has the lead. He pushes the speed to an incredible 142.8 miles an hour. By lap 30, Jim Rathmann, with Sachs right behind him, is averaging 143 miles an hour. Lap 40, Rodger Ward again in the lead. He has traveled 100 miles in 41 minutes. The tension of the early laps is dulled by the ceaseless roar of the engines. Stunned by the flashing metal and the blur of speed, the fans try to follow the tides of warfare. 400 miles lie ahead. Then, the first pit stops for tires and fuel. Don Branson spins. I came in too hot, he said later. I ran fresh out of brain. Branson motions his crew to set him straight and send him back to the fight. Rodger Ward in the pits. Last year's winner of the 500 is driving a new car built by A.J. Watson, his mechanic. Ward was running at the top of the pack before his stop. 4 tires, fuel, and he's ready. He's rolling. No, Rodger Ward has stalled his engine. Watson leaps the pit wall for the starter. Ward is helpless until his car is restarted as Jim Rathmann and Eddie Sachs battle their way past the pits at 143 miles an hour. Ward hurtles out of the pits, aching to make up for lost time, 40 seconds behind. The hours wear away. The children lose interest. For the first 50 laps, excitement runs high. Then they are past caring, past thinking. This is the time of greatest danger. The drivers must redouble their efforts to stay alert through the long, drowsy afternoon. Then the machines begin to fail under the strain. Bettenhausen stands high in his cockpit to avoid flames under the hood. His engine tore itself apart and caught fire as he rode it through the 4th turn. But Tony stayed with the car. Tough Tony has been in 28 accidents in his long racing career. This one is barely worth noticing. Look out! Eddie Russo, intent on the competition, fails to see his tire is worn through. The tire reminds him. The yellow flag warns the other drivers of the danger. At the halfway point, 250 miles, 9 cars are out of the race. Troy Rathmann is giving up his car. Rathmann is the first of the leaders out of the race. The lead has changed hands 16 times, and strain on the pace-setting cars is terrific. Many of the fans are past caring and want to go home. And some of the drivers have lost heart in the race. Car number 10 coughs to a stop on the backstretch. The fuel pump drive failed, and $30,000 worth of race car goes home at the end of a tow rope. Jim Hurtubise can coax no more from his machine. While rival mechanics applaud his brilliant effort, the rookie rolls in. Rookie no longer. He has proven himself at Indianapolis. Eddie Sachs' crew raised the hood, and Eddie has only the crowd's respect as consolation. He struggled against faulty steering gear until he faced the wall at the end of the straightaway and found he could barely twist the wheel. I thought I'd quit, he said, while I can still smile. Only 125 miles left to race, and suddenly the track is charged with excitement. Rolling in for pit stops are Rodger Ward and Jim Rathmann, running in the same lap in position 1 and 2. Rathmann, driving car number 4, has been second at Indianapolis 3 times, and he wants to win. It's a battle of pit crews as 4 tires are changed and Rathmann is refueled in 21 seconds. But Ward is first away from the pit wall. Rathmann's crew chief hears the roar of Ward's engine and slams down the lid on Rathmann's fuel tank. Let's get this boy out of here. Only seconds apart, the leading cars are back on the track with 1/4 of the race, 125 miles still to be run. The crowd lets loose a tremendous roar as the 2 hottest cars on the track get up to speed. On the backstretch, Rathmann closes in behind Ward. They're near top speed, but back off for the 3rd turn. Now, they're traveling. Here they come, wheel to wheel. Ward leads. Coming around again, Ward holds that lead, but Rathmann pulls even, coming into the straightaway, and then takes position 1. C.J. Watson, Ward's mechanic, is up against tough competition himself. Watson built that race car that Rathmann is driving, and here they come. Ward, with a tremendous burst of speed, takes back the lead as he roars past Watson and his pit crew. On the backstretch, Rathmann dives deep into the corner, long past the point where they usually back off, and takes position one again. Rathmann's crew cheers him on as Ward pulls even. Not enough. Rathmann jams his foot down and turns a lap at 143 miles an hour to keep the lead. But suddenly, a new threat. Johnny Thompson is standing on the throttle, gaining 1 second each lap in a wild bid to capture the front runners. Rathmann and Ward are flying, but Thompson is closing in. Thompson is only 8 seconds behind and gaining. Faced with Thompson's challenge, Ward takes the lead again. Thompson in the pits. The last car that stood a chance of beating Ward and Rathmann is through. But Thompson's sensational run has changed strategy in the final laps. Neither Ward nor Rathmann can dare stop now for new tires, since a stop by one will almost certainly give the race to the other. They have barely enough rubber left on their tires to carry them the distance. But Rathmann is brave. Driving straight for the wall at 146 miles an hour, Rathmann dives deep into the corner and takes back the lead. Rathmann holds his lead, blasting through the turns, even though he can see the cord on his tire. Ward is slowing down. His tires are almost worn through. If you can't catch the front runner, there's no use hanging it on the wall. There's the white flag. Only one lap to go. Rathmann in front. Ward drops back. Here comes Rathmann, the bravest man on the racetrack, taking the checkered flag. Immediately slows down. His tires good for only 2 more laps. Ward, 12 seconds behind, finishes in second place. Rathmann's crew is wild. His car owners, in their first attempt at the Speedway, have romped home with more than $110,000, the winner's share of the Speedway's record-breaking purse of $369,000. Here comes the winner, a 31-year-old builder of go-karts and owner of a speed equipment shop in Miami, Florida. This was Jim Rathmann's 11th race at Indianapolis, almost 5,000 miles of speedway competition. This victory, together with Rathmann's 3 second-place finishes in past 500s, make him one of the biggest money winners in racing history. Jim Rathmann has at last reached the top of his profession. He has entered the Indianapolis Victory Circle. In doing so, Rathmann established a fistful of new records and proved again that racing is America's greatest automotive testing ground. The winner and the next 9 cars to finish were equipped with perfect circle piston rings, the choice of Indianapolis winners for the past 11 years. Months of building, testing, modifying, improving, and rebuilding are ended. The race that was half over at the starting line has been run to Victory Circle. But as one race ends, the next begins. The results of 1 year's racing improves the next. The fans believe they've seen the end of a race. But there is no end. Racing is an endless circle. A circle of victory.